Joakim, last 3 weeks seems like he's kind of hit another level as far as just his play on the court. Just behind the scenes, how much work has he put in to get to this point, and how helpful has that been for this team, especially with the injuries piling up?
I mean, he's put in a ton of work. You see the way he showed up, as far as the way his body looks. You can tell that he's been putting in the time and taking care of his body. The conditioning, like you watch him pregame and postgame. He's in the weight room, making sure he's taking care of what he needs to take care of. And then the court work speaks for itself. Being comfortable and just getting a rhythm after not having played for, however long it was. But the energy that he plays with. But it's a credit to him because of the way that he takes care of himself. That, today's his birthday, matter of fact, but on his 34th birthday, he can still go out and play in a back-to-back and be as productive as he was and play with that amount of energy on both nights.
Was there anticipation from the coaching staff that obviously he had a long, layoff, that he would be able to get back to this level where he's playing heavier minutes and he's impacting the game on several levels?
I mean, when we signed him, it was more of, he was going to be in a filler role because of where we were. But the injuries, the trade, those types of things, there's been opportunities for him, and he's taken advantage of those opportunities.
What did you think of the Jonas-Joakim combo on the floor together there?
I thought it was pretty good. Just the pure size, the ability to defend. Joe's versatility defensively. He can guard some guys out on the perimeter. They can rebound the basketball. Jonas's ability to play on the perimeter and knock down shots helps you space the floor still. Joe can play on the perimeter and be more of a playmaker from there. But I thought the combination of those two guys was pretty good.
Having JB and Joakim, who likes to be in the paint, does that put more pressure on Ivan Rabb to make more use of his perimeter game?
Yeah, I think that's where we're heading with Ivan, and it's the modern NBA. There aren't many prototypical fours, who spend a lot of time on the block anymore. Ivan has a skill set there that we need to make sure we continue to take advantage of. But for his sake and for his teammates' sake, we need to use him as a spacer so he can create space for everybody else that's on the floor. And having two bigs in the paint don't take away driving angles for Mike and DeLon and Avery and those guys. So we've got to use him as a spacer more.
Is it key for Jaren when he's out to kind of keep him mentally engaged so the mental development aspect can continue as a rookie?
Yeah, and that's important for him. You'll learn different ways to improve, and this is an opportunity for him to learn that a little sooner, obviously than we would have liked. But, what can you pick up from film, not only of yourself, but from other people? What can you study from somebody else's game that you can help? What situation can arise in film that you can learn from? And not only see it, but be able to react to it when it's happening to you on the court. What other aspects of your game can you work on physically from, when you're not able to go full speed or 100%. So I think all those things we'll spend a ton of time with him working on and helping him develop still because it's important for him.
Coach, you have a completely different team from the last time they came. What do you guys need to do to have a different outcome for tonight?
Well, I mean, we just need to pay attention to the small things that we can control right now. Our message to our guys has been, we're a work in progress right now. We haven't had one day of practice where we've had our entire team that's going to be on the floor tonight. So we're still becoming a team. But there's two things that we tell our guys we can control, is we can control how hard we play, how competitive we are, and how unselfish we are. And that's where we have to spend our time. And then, through minutes on the floor together, through when we do get some practice opportunities, we can start to become a team and a better cohesive unit. But right now, we just have to start with our floor is we got to be the most competitive team and we got to be the most unselfish team and move forward from there.
Where's the coaching staff at as far as figuring out how to best utilize DeLon, right? It seems like he can impact the game in a lot of ways, but also kind of not quite a pure one, like not quite a pure two. Like where you guys?
Well, I think he's a playmaker. Who has the ability to play either position, which makes it comfortable for him to play with and next to Mike or give Mike a blow. He has the ability to organize and make decisions, which, point guards do. But, we like the fact that he can be a wild card offensively for us and the way that he can attack the paint and put pressure on the paint and play in space with speed. We feel like he has, a strength there and we want to utilize that more. And the compliment of in the fourth quarter being able to take Mike off the ball some and let him handle it. And I mean, he does a heck of a job defensively at guarding smaller, quicker scoring threats.
Everybody good?
I guess just Noah said this is what you play for, a chance to go against LeBron, the challenge he brings. How much fun and just game planning for a guy like that is it? Or I don't know if fun's the right word.
Yeah, I mean, it is, because it's why we do it. You know what I mean? The chess match is why you get into coaching. The competition is why you get into pro sports. So you always want to take the test of, who's the best. And, we think of it in a more holistic manner than, just LeBron. It's the impact that he has on his entire team. So, our responsibility as coaches is try to put a game plan in place, to win the game. And obviously a ton of what they do starts with him. But, how does he impact Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram and all those guys, JaVale McGee, who's playing well? Like, how does he impact those guys, and how do we limit, what those guys can do and how they get involved?